Ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Second down, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On third down, it's Prescott. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
And Woods has got it. Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's second down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
This is caught. It's Cooks. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Great.
Here's Foles. Dumps it off to Lewis. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go. Hey, Silver. Great.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Be alert.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Under.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lewis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Purple 64.
Now Foles. Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Foles. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll look to throw here. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come here. On. Go. Hayden, go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Going underneath for Lewis. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Here we go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past. And Woods has got it. Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
We go. Cannon.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bates. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. He's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't it?
A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Prescott, and he checks this one down to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's coming now.
Prescott now on 2nd down. This complete to the tight end, Clay. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confident.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaq Lawson able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Cooks hands it over the middle. Brandon Cooks, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. first down. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his try. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
One.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Foles. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Now Foles. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Foles. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Go, go, go.
Now back to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set them.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation. Back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Oh yeah. Feel like in real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life. Sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine. And ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now. Oh, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh, yeah. Shorty ought to been my me. Oh, yeah. Love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Yeah, for real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she saying what she really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive, train to go, my chain to glow. Everything you see I paid for, gang or crow. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage in the show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swerve for the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous? No, in public, skies be all of that. I'm ballin' like I got buckets. And they hate cause we stunt like nothing.
For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the feel for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no match, it's for real. I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all ain't original. They all sound the same. I stay ballin'. Money like a faucet. It stay running. I can't call it. Got the